Have you heard the news about Social Security payments this May? If not, you're going to want to stick around, because this month isn't business as usual. Some people are receiving 2 payments, others might see delays or reductions, and there are big policy shifts unfolding behind the scenes. Whether you're retired, on disability, receiving SSI or VA benefits, or managing life on a fixed income, these updates matter more than ever. Welcome back to the channel where we break everything down clearly, so you're never left wondering what's going on with your money. Let's start with the payment schedule for May 2025, because knowing when your check is coming is key. If you receive Supplemental Security Income, SSI, your money will be deposited on Thursday, May 1st. Now, if you're receiving both SSI and Social Security, or if your benefits started before May 1997, your regular Social Security payment will arrive on Friday, May 2nd. For those whose benefits began after May 1997, your payment date depends on your birthday. If your birthday is between the 1st and 10th, your check arrives on Wednesday, May 14th. If it falls between the 11th and 20th, look for it on Wednesday, May 21st. And if your birthday is between the 21st and 31st, expect your payment on Wednesday, May 28th. Now here's where things get interesting. June's SSI payment will arrive early, on Friday, May 30th, because June 1st lands on a weekend. That means you'll receive 2 SSI payments in May. This often surprises people, especially those who budget month to month, so it's important to note that second check is actually for next month. And as always, if you're signed up for direct deposit, your funds will likely arrive early in the day. Paper checks take longer, so check your mailbox closely during that last week of May. Beyond payment dates, this month is filled with major developments that could affect millions. First, there's the Social Security Fairness Act, which is now officially active. This act removes 2 old rules, the Windfall Elimination Provision, WEP. But not all updates are good news. One of the most talked about changes is the Overpayment Recovery Policy. As of March 27th, if the SSA says you have been overpaid, whether it was their error or yours, they can now withhold 100% of your check until the amount is paid back. That's a major shift from the 10% cap that was in place during the pandemic. If you get one of these letters, don't ignore it. You can request a waiver, file an appeal, or set up a payment plan. But the window to act is short, and doing nothing could mean missing an entire check. Another big change. As of April 14th, you can no longer update your direct deposit information over the phone. This means if you change banks or need to switch accounts, you'll have to either log into your My Social Security account online or go to your local SSA office in person. It's part of their fraud prevention efforts, which have been ramped up recently. However, phone applications for benefits are still allowed in some cases, unless your file gets flagged for fraud risk, in which case you'll be asked to verify your identity in person. That's created some barriers, especially for seniors without internet access or those in rural areas. And speaking of system changes, let's talk about the SSA's ongoing tech overhaul. Under the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, a program initiated under President Trump and led by Elon Musk, there's a push to modernize outdated SSA systems. That includes plans to shut down 25 offices, lay off 7,000 staff members, and replace computers that have been running since the 1970s. While the agency claims this will save over $800 million annually, critics warn the pace is too fast and could disrupt services. A federal judge even issued an injunction after finding that DOGE's data practices violated the Privacy Act, slowing some reforms, but not all. On the political front, President Trump recently signed a memo reinforcing that undocumented immigrants are not eligible for Social Security benefits, which has been the law for years. The new memo, however, instructs the SSA to conduct more aggressive audits and stricter identity verification, which could further stress an already burdened system. Now let's touch on cost of living concerns. The 2.5% COLA increase that took effect in January remains in place, but with prices still rising on essentials like food, fuel, and housing, many feel it's just not enough. If your monthly costs are climbing, Now is a good time to review your budget and ensure your benefits are still meeting your needs. And here is a critical heads up for those with defaulted student loans. Benefit garnishments resumed on May 5th. Yes, that includes Social Security checks. Many advocacy groups are pushing back, saying it's unfair to penalize low-income seniors this way. But as of now, the collections are moving forward. So, what should you do this month? First, check your payment schedule. Then, review your direct deposit and account info, and watch your mail or email for any important notices. If anything seems off, like a smaller deposit or a missing payment, don't wait. Take action fast. And if you've dealt with any of these issues already, share your story in the comments. It helps others prepare and shows that they're not alone. If this video helped you stay informed, hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. That way you never miss an important update. I'll be here every month breaking things down clearly and keeping you ahead of the changes. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next video.